Good afternoon, I'm Ollie from Morgan Marine, and today we've got the Highfield Coaster 540 to show you. The boat's based upon the Highfield Patrol 540 with a nice new styling and is really designed as a really good all-round model to get people on the water. You can use it in all sorts of ways: water sports, offshore fishing, and just family days out. So I'm just going to run you through the hull and a couple of bits, and then we're going to launch it and pop it on the water. So the package itself, this is paired with a 100, all the Garmin electronics, hydraulic steering. You're looking around £34,000 package here, you know, between 34 and 35,000, including the trailer. So really good value for money when you compare it to other 5.5 metre ribs on the market. Again, aluminium hull, so nice and solid, and a really nice deep V with a steep dead rise, which gives you a smooth ride over the water. So you can see on the trailer, we've got it on an Extreme 1300 roller here, nice and easy to launch and recover. The hull itself, you can see the nice deep V here. We've got a keel band underneath, and it's set up nicely on the trailer. The trailer's got a hub flushing kit on here too, so once you're done and you recover the boat, you can plug it in and flush your hubs just to make sure it washes all the salt water out. Great benefit of this Extreme 1300 roller trailer. So she's a brake trailer, it all comes set up, adjusted, the boat's adjusted to the trailer correctly. We're going to hook her up. Doesn't matter if you've got a steep gradient slipway or really shallow. With a roller trailer, you can simply undo the winch and then you can push the boat back and she'll roll straight off the trailer. Same for when you're coming in. You can drive her on, she'll center herself in the trailer, you can drive her up the trailer, or you can stop right at the stern if you're on a really shallow area and winch her all the way up. It's a nice geared winch, so it's nice and easy to launch and recover. So the 540 coaster, as I said, new model, it's got new style decking on it, so really firm, nice hard decking. It's like a really hard compressed foam. We've got a handy cleat here, navigation lights. We've got the bow cushion on the front here, lifts up. Now this lifts up and gives you your anchor locker. You can see you've got a nice Highfield dry bag and the electronic covers in there. Gives us an anchor locker and fuel filler cap here. So just pop your fuel filler cap, stick your filler straight in and fill it there. Nice overflow. If it overflows, it's got a release hole as well, so you don't end up covering your deck in fuel. We've got quick access to anchor locker in there. And then under the console lifts right up. We've got good storage and we've got twin batteries now, which is really nice to have. So you've effectively got an engine battery and a house battery that powers all your electronics. Nice fail-safe to have. You can be at anchor all day. You don't have to worry about your house battery being drained because you've got a separate battery that starts your engine. The cushion's nice new colour scheme, dark grey, really hard wearing, nice sort of diamond pattern. Good walk round and access round the side of the console. Loads of places to hold on to round the frame. All the ropes, you've got internal and external ropes as well. Nice bolster seating for 1 or 2 people. Flips up so you can stand up at the helm. Even the little foot bar, which is in front of this, can flip up out the way as well. When you're at the helm, you've got a nice seating position. The little foot bar is really comfortable for your feet, or you can put your feet out in front of you. Again, loads of places to hold on to. You get 2 of you on here. You've got throttle control, then you've got hydraulic steering. We've got the Garmin, this one's got the 7-inch chart plotter on here, along with the Honda display and Garmin 115 VHF. We've got a main switch panel here so we can turn everything on and off, and then obviously the Honda control box. It's Honda 100 that's running on here, so that's got 6 years warranty. Really nice smooth engine. You'll see when we go out, we'll run through performance figures then, but she's really nice, well balanced boat and performs really well. The only other thing we got on this dash, which is an option for the customer, is we've got a wireless kill cord. So we've got a little man overboard system here, and basically effectively you have a fob for that. Now the fob's in my pocket, so you can have a wristband that you wear like a watch, or a fob that you can wear as a lanyard, and as soon as this goes out of range of the boat, say 10 metres or so, it kills the engine. So if you fall overboard, the boat will automatically stop. Now, if I fell overboard and a passenger was on here and they still had their man overboard system, or even without, and I fell overboard, it would kill the engine. Now they could come up here and they could hold this button that says override. So you hold override for 10 seconds and then it will allow you to restart the engine without this on board, so you can go and pick up whoever had come off the boat. And then you've got the traditional method, which they have as standard, which is the kill cord itself here, which is always super important to make sure you have that on when you go out. Then we've got really nice big bench seat. You see, comfortably get 3 people across here. Again, feel really secure, nice handholds. Everything's built true Highfield fashion, really strong. Aluminium frames and seats, it's all very sturdy, nothing rattles, it's all very nice build quality. A nice big engine well behind us as well, so when you come off the plane you don't have to worry about the water gushing up and over like you have on a lot of ribs with an open transom. And we've got a big bow ladder side. Other benefit of the inbuilt storage seat is we can lift this up and we've got a good amount of bulk storage under there. So you see we've got the box for the electronics, but there's a really nice storage area. You've got a nice easy access to your fuel filter and primer bulb if you need it as well. Just before we head out, last thing, so the deck is self-draining on here. So we've got a nice self-draining deck, so any water that comes onto the deck, that will naturally gather and head towards the stern, and it will go out a self-draining trunk on either side. Now, if you did have 4 or 5 people on the back, or you're reversing, you do have a bung, so you can just pop the bung in and stop water coming back the other way. They do have a small non-return seal on the back anyway. But yeah, so now now everything's fired up. We're going to head out and we're going to put her through her paces, do some nice turns, see if we can find some weight to go through and really see how she handles. So just coming away from the commissioning pontoon now, nice low speed stuff. Hydraulic steering, so it's really, really light. You can do it with one finger. In fact, the low speed manoeuvrability, because it's an outboard, is really nice and easy. So you can see we're just going into a turn and we're going to head up the river and out of the estuary in a second. So see, into neutral and then nice and easy engage into forwards. So we're just coming out of Brightlingsea here, so we've got the spit of land in front of us and then we'll head out into River Colne. So this speed, we're doing 6 knots, which is roughly, say, 2,000 RPM, which we're doing now. At that speed, fuel burn is really, really low, to be honest. We're doing 5.7 litres per hour. At this speed, we keep the bow trimmed all the way down, so we don't get too much bow rise. It's a well-balanced boat anyway, so you don't suffer with that too much. As we come out the creek, we go into an 8 knot speed limit and then up on the plane. So we'll shoot out there and then we'll get her up on the plane and we'll run through what sort of fuel burn we've got when we're on the plane and what performance figures we get as well. So she's a 105 litre fuel tank, that's her total capacity, and I'd expect that to give you, say, roughly a 150 mile range. Right, so we're out the speed limit now, out in the estuary. So yeah, so we've got our chart plot set up so we can see where we are on there. Engine's obviously running, we're in neutral at the moment. What we're going to do is we're going to pop her up on the plane, so she comes on the plane quite early actually, around sort of 12, 13 knots. Pop her on the plane, bring her up to speed, see how she performs, and then do a couple of turns and talk you through a couple of things like fuel burn and stuff like that, give you a good feel for the boat. Right, so just popped into forwards gear. So off we go, hammer down. We feel up on the plane already. So we're doing 16 knots at the moment, 20 knots now. So now we're doing 20 knots, which is a nice cruising speed. At that speed, we're burning 18 litres per hour. So it's a really good, efficient boat. We're going to pop her into a port turn. Now we're going into a good head sea now, so you feel the hull's working you know, quite hard. It's really to try and take the impact out of the waves, and that's the beauty of a deep V hull. We're just going to pop her into another port turn, and then we'll open her up and see what she does. We're already at around 30 knots now. I suspect that we could get her to around, on a calm day, around 32 to 34 knots with a 100. And with a 115 we could probably increase that even more to get around 35 knots. But there's plenty of power, plenty of hole shock if you need to pull a skier or a wakeboarder or water toys. One of the beauties of this Highfield hull, throughout the Highfield range, the aluminium hull with a keel guard, is when you want to drop people on and off the beach, you haven't got to worry about gel coat chips and damage to the gel coat. So in a second what we're going to do is we're going to drop someone off onto the beach. We can beach the bow right on there and then simply hop off, and then we'll reverse back off the beach. As you see, we just dropped our Alex off on the beach here, so now I'm just going to reverse back off, and we're going to head out and get some nice drone footage for you. So that's a good overview of the Highfield Coaster 540. In summary, honestly, don't think you could find, you know, better value package for your money in terms of performance, reliability, robustness, and usability. For, you know, you can really use this boat for anything, whether it's commercial, pleasure, family days out, or water sports as well. So 105 litre fuel tank, you know, 20 knots, roughly 18 litres per hour fuel burn. Extreme 1300 trailer, so you can keep it home on the drive, minimise those costs. In terms of boating cost for this, you know, it's a very, very good way to get on the water. You're looking at £400 to £500 a year roughly for insurance. You can keep it home on the drive. Average UK boater does 50 hours a year. Majority of that actually ends up being displacement speed. So, you know, maybe £1,000 a year for petrol. Yeah, so it's a really nice sort of package to get you going on the water. And as I was saying, I don't think you'll find better value for money. For more information, you can click the link below and visit our main website, morganmarine.com. Cheers.